YouTube, hello, it is I, your cult leader, your cult father, your cult daddy Keronzi, back once again. We return to Eorzea once more. Some more fun Fantasy XIV. We're going to be looking at doing some of the group content today. I say group content, I mean some of the big group content. We're going to be probably looking at Crystal Tower, if anything. We're probably going to get started as usual with my crafting jobs and everything else, just while we wait and we get kind of started, because Shin is having some issues, so this is going to be an interesting day. It looks like he might have to come in with a lesser quality mic as is, but we'll see. But hey, are you on new here or a returning viewer? Thank you very much for clicking on this video. I really do appreciate it. If you could consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already, it would really help out. I mean, it's not many of us, but we would love to see more of you if you've even found this video, if this video has even been pushed to you. Probably not. Then why would it be? Anyway, enough of this. Likes and comments go a very long way to help the channel grow. I mean, those comments down below, so I will respond to you in kind, of course, though. Do not forget that this is my first playthrough of the game, so if you could please just, if you're going to talk about the story, just mark it at the beginning with spoiler, so I know, so I can then read in full of my own discretion. But you'll still get a comment back from me for just stopping by and saying hi. There'll be a link down below for Mr. Monks' channel. He's awesome, so go and give him a follow. Go give his content a watch. He does some good stuff. You see me on there quite regularly. We do stuff on Thursdays together. We've been doing some stuff on Wednesdays as well. Depending on who we've got about, we might end up continuing on, at the very least, with Shipwreck 64, where we're throwing our brains together, trying to get through that nightmare of a game. It is a nightmare. It's a horror game. Cursed cartridge, all of that fun stuff. But otherwise, there is my Lore Objects merch store, and there is my Throne link, which you can click on to help me out some if you so choose, or maybe even stop by the stream. There's a link down below for that. Of course, you don't have to do any of that, though, because at the end of the day, you are the masters of your own destiny. Yeah, and with that, YouTube, we'll give you a very quick pause, and we will catch you in about a second. YouTube, we are back. No, it's not there, it's in this one. Yeah, Adampur Keep, or the Lost City of Adampur. Or Amdapur, sorry. One of them, I think you can unlock from the dude outside of the Waking Sands. I can't remember where the other one starts from.
Talk to the dude in Vesper Bay, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's for one of them. There's for the Relic quest line.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I already have the Relic quest line going on.
Yeah, but we're at a point where we need to fight the Chimera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Shin was saying that we need at least one of the other ones, one of those two unlocked for a further step in that quest line. So it's just making sure that you have it unlocked for when you need to go in there.
I'm checking on things.
Alright, time.
Amdapur Keep?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Then yeah, I've got that one.
There's another one called the Lost City of Amdapur, which is in the same place, but is from a different entrance. But I can't remember. I think it's Amdapur Keep is the one that we need.
Okay, I've got Amdapur Keep, the Lost City of Amdapur.
Yep. All I'm asking for is a single warped crow's beak hammer. Of the finest quality, of course. So I can show your fellow Smitties how it's done. By Bygrit's beard. Who'd have thought that the brutish tools of force could possess such beauty? The hammer's claw invokes the elegance and ruthless efficiency of a golden beak, plucking worms from the ground. And its flawless counterbalanced asymmetrically, by the face. Not in me wildest forging fantasies could I ever envision laying hands or eyes on such a perfect hammer. Hells, I reckon it's too perfect to show that lot. To look upon the daunting heights of such peak perfection would surely discourage even the boldest and budding blacksmiths. On the other hand, it ought to put those uppity smithies in their place. Besides, it'd be a crime just to keep this hammer hidden away from the world. With any luck, it'll serve as inspiration to your forge mates, and maybe even motivate one to follow in your footsteps. Is that actually better? No, that's worse. That's worse. All of these are actually not going to be any better, I don't think, so I'll just take the money. Get the money and run.
I've been doing that for a whole lot of missions lately.
Forge Multiplier is delighted to see you. Oh dear. Beauty and the Bardiche. Okay. I like that. That's a funny title. Ah, 'tis a good time to be a smithy, Ilya. Clients banging down our doors, clamoring for our wares. And to think it's all...
Are you banging clients now? Can't believe you.
But with this guy, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm fairly certain the beef that he's got with this one guy that we interact with in these quest lines is because he fucked his wife. I mean, I'm being serious. I mean, he opened, in my very first conversation, he talked about cucking my husband. Right, the character, but cucking my husband. It's like, what? What are you talking about here? What's going on in this guild? And where can I sign up?
It's like, sign up for what? The act? Or the fact of being on the receiving end of that? You need to be very specific, Keronzi.
Never the cuck. To be honest, any kind of that kind of stuff, that's not my forte. That is not my thing.
No,
Power to those that want to do that, but nah, I'm good. And to think, it's all cause one fateful day I had the foresight to let you join our ranks. Smartest thing I ever done. Aye, in prosperous times such as these, you can't help but be in high spirits. Even your most hated enemies start to seem like decent folk. Which, just the other day, I downed a few pints with old Fezera. Speaking of which, Fezera was going on about this lady gladiator what caught his eye. One he'd like to lavish with gifts. Said he's a mind to have you forge the weapons. But you know him. Demanded to speak with you in person. Best go and oblige the bastard. Yeah, there's something going on with these two. I don't know what it is. Like, they just hate each other. Hello, Fezra.
I'm getting that quest for the Lost City of Andapur.
Okie dokie. Ilya, good of you to come. I knew no other whom I could call upon. Her name is Muriel. She is both muse and genius, a portrait of grace and beauty amid the carnage of war. Expertly versed in every tactical discipline of combat. Muriel is more than a mere gladiator. She's an artist. If she is to paint the battlefield red, only the finest of instruments will suffice. And such instruments can only be created by the greatest of blacksmiths. Thus, I would ask of you a pair of kobold knuckles, a buccaneer's bardiche, and a kobold sashir. with which she might reign over the Colosseum like the goddess she is. I will inspect your work when it's complete, though I have little reason to doubt your capabilities. I will not present Muriel anything less than perfection. Jesus Christ, you're asking a lot of me, mate. But you got it. You are kind of paying me after all.
Sorta, kinda, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's actually paying, not paying experience, right?
Yeah. Exposure. Everything an artist needs, right? And just exposure. They'll put meals on the table.
Just don't.
I hate that mentality. Don't worry.
It.
You're gonna have someone do work for you. Fucking pay them.
Pay them.
Pay them what they are fucking worth.
Because you want the service and you want this art, and yet you do not feel the need to pay for it. Cool. Guess what? You're not getting. This isn't how it works. You don't go to a store and be like, yes, I would love to buy this nice piece of furniture, but I only want to pay $1 for it. That's nice. You won't get it.
Yeah. That's nice. Did I just see Ludwig? I did. No, go away. You should not use the name Ludwig. Actually, you can use Ludwig, it's whatever. Anyway, Blannistar has already been here to submit his work for appraisal. You have a Mithril Cuirass prepared as well, I trust? Power is back on! Let's go, Grey! Welcome in.
Yay!
This is superb craftsmanship, Ilya.
Grey's got power!
Don't forget Mandeville Man screenshot. That is true, we do need to do that.
Sorry, what?
Mox, you are in need to get Grey some screenshots of your character, and then we also need a screenshot of all of us doing the Mandeville in unison.
I see.
Yeah. When Shin gets here, Shin's having some issues right now. It seems the pressures of this challenge have done naught to cloud your eye for detail. In fact, you may have produced your finest piece yet. It is superior to Blandstar's in every respect. You think me biased? Yes, it is true that I did despise the self-centered windbag, but I mean to judge this contest fairly. And the Rogadin's armor was indeed forged in the with his customary quality. But it is thus that the brilliance of your cuirass shines all the more brightly for improving on the work of a master artisan. Mithril is notoriously difficult material to shape, and yet the gloss of these plates, not a single imperfection to mar the surface. I've cast eye over many a suit of armor, but it is refreshing to know that I can still be impressed. The first round goes to you. I only wish I could be there to see Blandstar weep when you show him the masterpiece you have created. Oh damn. Don't know why the transformer exploded, but they didn't make us wait long to fix it. Yeah, that's a good thing. Chances are someone fairly important was also inconvenienced. So they're like, oh shit, we better get sorted before someone's gonna call the fucking town hall or something. To be honest, it shouldn't take for that. If something like that explodes, the thing goes down like that, they should pull out all the fucking stops and get it fixed. Doesn't matter who it is. So, Hananza chose your armor over mine, did she? Surprise, surprise. Come then, pup. Let's see this bloody work of art. Huh? Well, you have not been neglecting your craft, that much is certain. Can't rightly disagree with her decision. But next round will be a different story. You can be sure of that. Jesus, man. Just accept it. Your way's not wrong, but it's not the direction that a guild should be taken in. Jesus Christ, this man is an idiot. Yeah, there's a city council member over here. That would... Great. That would probably be why, then. As bad as it sounds, it shouldn't be like that, but that's probably why. Ford Monster Hansa wishes to relay you Blandstar's next challenge. Blandstar has noticed me of the challenge of the second round of your contest. Defeat in the first round has humbled him not a whit, it seems. You may have gained an early lead, Ilya, but keep your focus sharp. As I have said before, complacency can be your downfall, and a man like Blandstar is at his most dangerous when his pride is on the line. Now, according to the wishes of our vindictive veteran, for the next round you are to craft several items, and you must do so with a reasonable time frame to reflect the pressures of an actual commission. He fails to mention what he considers to be reasonable, so I suggest you work with dispatch. The challenge requires you to forge a pair of mithril-plated kalagi, a reinforced mithril elmo. Tickle me elmo? Or is this a Times Square elmo we're talking about? And a pair of mithril solarets. All of the finest possible quality. Naturally, every one of these items require an abundance of mithril ore. See how he deliberately chooses the same material as before? Such is Blandstar's confidence in his abilities, and his certitude that he cannot be beaten twice under similar conditions. This is your chance to unravel that obnoxious self-assurance, and end this contest with a second round victory. If anyone can quench the fury of that insufferable Arcanons, Ilya, it is you. Bring your submissions to me once you are satisfied with your forging. Take no shortcuts. I expect to see armor of unsurpassed quality. Right. Well, those are those. I will get to them in a bit. I'm going to be ready for tomorrow's stream. And at least both of them won't be, because that's a lot of fucking mithril I'm going to have to go and mine. That's a lot of mithril.
Your quest log hurts me.
Why? Because I got so many quests.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, once I'm done with these crafting ones, it will clean up. It'll be fine. It's fine.
Like, don't get me wrong, my map is just littered with fucking quest markers because I try to do them slowly, because having a full quest bar fucking upsets me.
No, that's fair. And really, you should only, like, kind of do the MSQ for your main class. Because you can use the other ones to help level your other classes. Don't worry, everyone. We're only going to be here for a moment. I just need my tickets. I need a gamble. That, and I spent hours here earlier playing cards.
You were just over there playing the people for the triple triads, weren't you?
Yeah, and I was fighting the king for I don't know how long, trying to get the one card I don't have from him, and he would not yield it.
Right. Have you fought that lady that's just sitting there near where you do the small cactpot stuff?
Luina.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to challenge me.
That's weird. She challenges me.
Have you taken part in a tournament?
Nope. But I
Sorry.
have gotten 2 very good cards from her.
Damn.
I got Terra and Bart's, which they're using the Dissidia art, which I had a chuckle at.
Nice. That okay. So
I'm just like, haha, I recognize this.
How many cards do you have?
How many cards do I have?
Yeah.
How will I know how many cards I have?
So if you go, yeah.
I have 39 out of 405.
The only thing I can think of is that you need a certain number of cards before she will play you. I only have 31.
Mm.
So it could be that. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is that causes her. I can look it up and see what I need to fight her, but
Aha! Another win for Hokage.
huh.
Don't you know card games originated from the great state of Nippon? Which I don't know what that means, but I'm told it involves me.
It's the great state of Nipple.
Ah, yes. The great land of Nipple. Land of the rising mountains or something.
Pertinent point of places to poke and prod and suck. Hello!
Right. Something sorted, but now I've got to eat food. So.
That's fair.
Well, are you telling me that we don't get to play the funny game now?
Give me 5 minutes. 10, maybe.
No, don't do that, because like I don't need you choking. Take your time.
We'll see him in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, I'll see you in 2030.
You'll make it that
Damn,
far?
that's fast. That's soon for him.
Yeah. I am a Sarlacc after all. Takes
Oh,
me
you've got
1,000
that
years
long
to digest
digestion
things.
period. You ate a lot of gum as a child, didn't you? That's how you became a Sarlacc. You know, it takes like, 10 years. Nonsense.
No,
Ultima's
that's
Bane Ballad. What?
What?
I apparently have composed Ultima's Bane Ballad. I don't even know how I did that.
Oh, that's cool.
I talked to a man in a bar, and it's just like, bink.
Which bar? I wanna do that.
That's over there in Mordona.
More donuts. Okay.
Yeah, there's a guy in the corner called the Keeper of Knowledge, Wandering Minstrel.
All right. I'll have a look.
I believe you have to do a quest for it.
What what have the cats done to you now, Gray? That doesn't sound good. No bleeding.
No bleeding.
I know that you've said that you bleed easily, but still.
No bleeding. Not
No
allowed.
bleeding. Wandering minstrel equals ultimates / extremes. Oh. Oh. Link attacked Munchkin, and then Hissy jumped in to attack as well. Got Munchkin safe, dunked both the arseholes and locked them in the bathroom. Oh no.
No, it's more raids. It's all raids.
Pretty much at this point. Fuchicha sent you to learn about materia, say? Well, me being 15, will bring me 15 fractures to grade 1 carbonizing will matter and we'll talk. Yep, here you go. Seems Fuchicha has high hopes for you. Very well. Let us speak of materia. The art of crafting with materia is yet new to Eorzea. It was born to our shores by a godling scholar named Mutamix some few years ago. Put simply, the process begins with extracting materia from old gear. This is then attached to other pieces of gear, enhancing the item's properties. Mind you, it's not as if any half-wit can do the attaching, no. It takes a skilled craftsman with the necessary knowledge and experience. And once the process is also required substance known as crystals. The carbonized matter you gathered in such abundance. But then they discovered a way to attach material without the stuff, and we botanists are a little more idle for it. Such is the way of progress. And that, my friend, is materia in brief. Now, I'd thank you not to ask me about the workings of it. That sort of scholarly stuff is beyond my fathoming. If you wish to know more, perhaps you can even try your hand at crafting with materia. I suggest you seek out the goblin Mutamix. It is said he has his camp at a place called the Bonfire, out in the wilds of central Thanalan. Is that Thancred? I mean, maybe I think he's hung up his scone ways and has become a botanist.
His scone ways. Instead of saying Scion, we're saying stone.
Yeah. Apparently a load of people can't pronounce or can't work out Scion and end up calling it scone. So, hey, may as well. Why not?
It's like they've never played League of Legends or something.
True. Oh, and keep in mind that the materia comes in a great many varieties, each granting unique benefits to the gear it's attached to. I dare say you'll lose count of the kind you'll come across in your adventures. I think there's only like 6. I don't know. If I were you, I'd try and find a craftsman who'd be willing to attach materia for me. Chances are there is such a person amongst your list of acquaintances. No, I'll do it myself, thanks.
I don't want to collect sprouts. Keronzi, tell me I don't have to collect rocks.
You don't have to collect rocks?
Yes! Keronzi said, now he legally can't.
Has Grindania gone?
Another problem solved by my Hokage wings.
You Hokage wit.
The first rule is to get myself into trouble, and the second rule is to get myself out. The third is to supplant all of it by breaking the law or bending it.
Back in the days, materia was all the ones we have now, plus the direct stat ones as well. That's a quest from before they streamlined it. Okay. Sit down, Hokage!
I want to go into more raids.
As Grindania continues to make headway along the road to recovery, ever more outsiders shall flock to her gates. They come here in the hopes of trading, and Grindania must welcome them if she is to forge stronger bonds with her neighbors and prosper. Make no mistake, Ilya, busy times lie ahead. Verily, we have just now received an order with no fewer than 2,000 fine quality springs of Camomile from the quicksand in Uldar. So run along and harvest them, would you? I jest, of course. A task on this scale will require more than 2 hands. If you would be so good as to procure, say, 15 sprigs, I would consider it an appropriate contribution. Chamomile is well known for its fragrant aroma and soothing properties. There is satisfaction to be had in ensuring that the folk from every corner of the realms can sample the delights of this great staple. Do you agree? Do you not agree? The herb is abundant in Upper Los Nocia, around Oakwood to be precise. Once you have harvested 15 sprigs, pray deliver them to Sandre. Yeah, I fucked up with a Lancer's lesson. I ended up crafting a spear. I apparently needed to make a lance, and I was annoyed earlier, so I stopped.
No!
It was thoroughly annoying. Okay, I'm going to very quickly go and do my Lancer mission. Dangerous proposition. So where do
Has
you want me
much
to go
done
for
the
this?
Dragon Crest crossover? No, I have not. I have learned of it, but I have not done it yet.
Oh, you should do it. When you're needing to go and do the quests, let me know and I can... And I vaguely remember where we need to go to do one of them. Have you picked up the quest?
No. No, I have not. I'm currently running around turning in more quests that all seem to be leading towards raids.
Can't get away from the raids.
Can't escape the raid.
The raid array.
Raid to Shadow Legend.
No.
They are a friend of the channel. I'm not sponsored by them right now, but given my history, it might happen. Look at what old Choco Guy thing is near Black Wolf Station. Okay. More good reads. Stop it! No!
Where'd the dude go? You are to be congratulated, Ilya. By throwing yourself into the midst of danger, you have further tempered your courage. And in the process, you have brought peace to Lifemen's Stump, a place considered sacred by the people of Grindania. Having undertaken my trials, you must now see that those issued by your guild are naught but child's play. Mine is the one true path of courage. All others lead to ignominy. If you wish to become a lancer worthy of the name, I suggest you leave Yalwyn and his house of cravens, never to return. For your sake, pray you do so soon. till we
I
meet
think
again.
Shin is back.
The Shin is back?
I think so.
A Shin is now.
We're gonna bone each other until one of us falls.
That may have been a sock.
That may have been a sock.
It was a lotus.
Oh, hey Lotus. Bye, Lotus. Alright, while I'm actually out here. I joined, did a soundbite, then left. Comedic genius. Indeed. Indeed.
I never left.
Aha!
Wow, is it already 2030?
Yes. I
Oh,
told you
shit.
this game has a long story.
You think it would take me
Quest
that long to get to the end of the
accepted.
story? I mean, probably.
No, I think it's going to take you that long just to get to Heaven's Ward.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That is actually a potential. But why play the game when I can just spend $15 and have the game played for me?
Lieutenant Scarlet sent you, you say? Praise Nofikar. Though I believe the worst of the danger has passed, what few soldiers I command are both wounded and weary. It was a well-placed shaft that was our salvation. A private's arrow managed to punch a hole clear through the balloon the balloon's air bladders, forcing the Exil vessel to flounder down into the trees. Ha! You could hear the squawking from here. I must admit, however, to feeling a moment of dread at the thoughts of that war balloon slipping past the and drifting over the city walls. Thank the gods for a certain private. That such a fate did not come to pass. Nevertheless, we are in no shape to repel the Ixal. Should they prove able to press the attack,
Very neatly
pray head.
taken. You don't have the energy, do you?
Congratulations, Lotus, you are first. Well, welcome in.
Go eat
Said welcome.
and go eat a Red Bull and drink a breakfast.
Pray head north into Peace Garden and see what has become of their downed craft.
You should drink one now and then drink one later when the other one starts to fade. Keep that up, you'll never fall asleep. Do the responsible American thing. Drink 5 5-hour energies and enter the forbidden 25th hour.
Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
That's a great idea. Could you imagine the zoomies Snoo would have?
Oh no.
Imagine the crack.
Eats Red Bull.
Like 4.
Remember, if you experience a 25th hour, please seek help from your doctor.
What if I experienced the midnight hour? The secret hour between midnight and 1 a.m.?
Then you are legally obliged to scream more, more, more.
Damn.
As in the Billy Idol song.
Yeah.
With a rebel yell?
Yep.
Isn't that just called daylight savings?
No.
Did you find the downed balloon? You
I
refuse
refuse
what?
to accept daylight savings.
Unfortunately, daylight savings has accepted you.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
Do you accept
Government are controlling your time.
Do you accept daylight's bankruptcy though?
No.
What about daylight spending? Or do you only spend at night?
I refuse,
Daylight
checking.
checking.
I refuse to join in on this conversation. Government does not own my time.
It upsets him
Daylight
on a
credit.
fundamental level.
And I'm afraid if you continue, I will have to have my my snipers actually pull the trigger.
Stop that. Very silly. In game. Did you find the down balloon? Was the vessel yet sound?
You would try, Shin. You would find your snipers will have only hit a plank of wood.
Would you like paper or plastic? Oh, just hold on. Let me get out my pulls out the sun.
I do that. I literally do that. I just hold up snoo and then everything gets illuminated. Who
Good
pays
snoo.
taxes when you have the power of the sun?
You could say that they are the lights of your life.
They are absolutely the light of the life. They are 100% that. I am severely sunburned. I want a snoo lamp. A slamp, if you would.
Snamp. Should a moth really have a snoo lamp? Would you not? Would you
A
not?
moth is always after a new lamp. Slamp.
Slamp. A lava lamp. I'm not sure if this came from the Birdman craft or part of another contraption entirely.
It's in here.
They can, however, be no doubt that it is of Exalic design. War balloons, such as the one you saw, were invented by the Exil to assert their dominance over the skies. These vessels allow them
Lotus,
to
I see
avoid
you.
our ground-based patrols
I see
and
you there.
infiltrate the 12's wood with impunity. That's interesting. Hello, Lotus.
Oh, there
Yep.
they go.
I think I'm...
Mike
Mike-
Brock. No.
Oh, Mike Brock. I was going to say,
There's a lot of that going around.
I was surprised that you were able to join. I wasn't sure I set it up that way. But also...
By the way,
Will also fall
Mhm.
away trees felled by their ever-expanding lodging operations. Yes.
that
Yes?
new headset I bought
Yep.
don't work.
Oh my god.
I don't know whether it's the actual physical thing or whether it's the bizarre combination of drivers I have on my system still, but it don't work. So buy a
I'd
new
say
headset.
try... Oh, I would say, before you do that, try the work PC tomorrow.
Nah,
Because if you can... Well, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to save your money here, mate.
I didn't like it anyway.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I thought it was one type and it was another.
Right.
So
He's just looking for an excuse. You see, he actually broke the headset, and now he's just being, oh, it's just not working. I can't figure out why. I guess I'll have to buy a new one.
no, it's all broken.
It's
You-
terrible.
you-
Somebody smashed it to pieces with a hammer. Who could have done that? Whack, whack. It's just not work. Whack, whack.
Why isn't it working? Snap.
You say that. I saw a Reddit post today that someone apparently purchased a headset on eBay, and then received a message after the auction was ended from the seller saying, "Hey, yeah, sorry, but just as I was about to pack this to send it to you, I kind of dropped the headset, and now they're broken." Like, what do you mean broken? Like, yeah, they're broken in such a way that I would have to send them off to boss to get them fixed, and then I might as well keep them at that point. So, like, if you could cancel the sale, so I can just process the refund for you. It's like, what? How did you break them that bad? They're like, Can I see a picture of this? And I didn't get a follow-up picture from that, and it's like, what the hell? 'Twas to combat the unwelcome, destructive presence that we built guard towers throughout the forest, though I imagine the Ixal were quite displeased by our borders thus reinforced. In fact, the primary purpose of this day's attack may well have been the destruction of Etat's spire itself. I'm torn, Ilya. We must not weaken our defenses here, but I would be certain our enemy does not lurk nearby, awaiting the opportunity for sabotage. I
You're
would
only
ask
at
that
level
you...
20? Oh, Prestige 10. Holy shit.
I joined the call back, and I was waiting for Keronzi to stop talking, and then you talk. Hi.
Hello.
Oh,
Pain.
it's streaming.
Thanks. You're allowed to say penis on Twitch. It's
You're allowed to say
biology.
penis? You can say
Biology.
penis?
Yes.
I didn't know Kuma was legally
biologicals?
allowed to say penis.
Kumo is legally allowed to say penis, but nothing else. He can only say penis.
That is
Penis,
the
penis,
only
penis. Penis, penis, penis. Penis, penis.
Wow,
It's the Kumo filter.
crazy. To translate it like a damn Star Wars droid.
That's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Who's
Oh my
that
god.
Pokemon?
Kumo's Pokemon is just the word penis.
It's like the magnet
Hey, Taddy, good
Pokemon
evening.
things. But they just spell out penis.
The magnet? You mean
The-
unknown?
Yeah, the unknowns or whatever.
I don't know why you thought those were magnets.
There are like the magnet ones that like stick together and become like the 3 balls.
Are you talking
things.
about Magnemite to
You know what I mean?
Magneton?
Like they screws them and stuff,
Magneton?
I guess. But I was also combining those with the letter ones, and I was just like, what? I don't know my Pokemon.
Okay, me and Kuma are gonna stream, so I wanted to self-promo.
Lol.
Jeez.
Go follow me.
Ah. Ah,
Oh my
how
god.
could you?
Springboarding off of Keronzi.
Yep. I want the British audience. I don't have a lot of Brits on my channel.
I really need to diversify my audience, so I'm gonna steal your Final Fantasy fans.
Yes. We're gonna play a 2D platformer, which is the same game.
Yeah, it's completely the same. You jump.
If you like Final Fantasy, you'll definitely enjoy me. I don't play Final Fantasy.
You say that, and quite literally, Tatty just shouted himself out in chat.
Ah!
Go Tatty.
You
Anyway,
enjoy your stream.
thank you. And you enjoy yours, you nerd.
Hell yeah.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
I would ask that you once more visit the crash site, search the surrounding area for sign of foes. I pray that my concerns are not more than anxious workings of a tired mind. Have you gone over to try and find one of the fates that you need, Mox?
I was going to, and then I decided I'm going to cull all of Ulda.
Okay.
I'm just running around slaughtering every monster I encounter with my sword.
That's fair.
Not even really
You're
getting
streaming, I'll
anything
give
out
him
of
a
it
shout.
except for chunks of tin ore.
What is this? Let me... I'll read Tatty's AI thing. Camping Tatty, the Scottish Pokemon enthusiast who's not afraid to dive into some Dead by Daylight action. They're all about those chill streams with friends, crafting, and a side of survival horror. From another stream and from another day, another stream to vibes to a Let's Get Killed in DVD, they keep the 18 plus and backseat gaming free. Join the fun, but watch your back. And Lotus's is fly into the chaotic, moth-filled world of Moth Girl streams. While swearing and crude humors are common in their relentless pursuit of victory in Geometry Dash, whether they're trucking around for laughs, getting tipsy with fishy friends, or determinedly tackling levels until dawn. This VTuber's antics will have you fluttering with laughter and rooting for the sweet, sweet wind.
Dang, I didn't know that Moth Girl was all about that drink life.
Apparently.
Apparently it's a big part of that advertisement.
Thank you for that, Sadie. I appreciate it. Doing your one modly thing for the month. I update mine because I'm not really a Pokemon player anymore. That's fair. I do try, buddy. Hey, it's all good, man. People can't be here all the time. It's fine. Squawk! Get away from there, no feathers. Ours is to dismantle, War Balloon is. Touch what is ours, you must not. Rights of salvage, yes, rights of salvage. Enough. So much screeching and carring when threatened nothing Featherless One has. Squawk. The Chief Totolock. Hold part we sought. No feather does. Search through wreckage for nothing we did. Weak-bellied fledgling, calm down, will you? Speak with Featherless One. She, Sezul will. Could you be artisan? No, clothing all wrong it is. Garb of honest work, it is not. Squawk. Raise your weapon not. Ixel, we are, but not the same that attacked your tower. Balloon took apart. Value to you is little, yes. Have it from you, we would. By force? Not by force, no. And not for nothing. We make deal, yes. Inside gate you come. Show you our work in return. Sezul shall. But chief, mean to let Featherless One inside you cannot. Spreads our secrets, she will. Squawk! Question chief you will not. Sezul's decision it is. Shuts screechy beak before plucked and strung from nearest tree branch you are. Fierce look Featherless One has. Look forward to next meeting, Sezul does. Oh, I'll leave for work in 1 minute and I'm eating cereal. Hey, that's fine. You have a good day at work, Sally. Listen well, no feathers. If trees trust you betray, flay skin from worthless bone we shall. Brave you are to walk into Ixen then. No such camp existed. You did not, eh? Now, have that balloon part and your name, Cecilwood. Yes, yes, Squawk. Search long for this we have. Thank you, Ilya Starrage. Know you what this is? It is a special stone used for making instruments to read speed of wind. Only found in Zepatol. Very rare. Even clever Sezul cannot build such instruments without it. Squawk? You seem confused, you do. You wonder why Sezul not go to Zepatol and fetch stone himself, yes? Tell you why Sezul will. We are not like Ixil of Natalan and other places. No fighting with forest people. Outcasts we are. Call ourselves Ectol 9. Impressive, yes? Had nicer sound than Ectol 20 or so. That's fair. But one purpose we have. To fly free like wind. For war with forest people, or pleasing greedy goddess we care not. Fixed on the heavens our eyes are. Okay. Alright, I think I need to be... Yeah, okay. I need to be a crafter to continue this.
I am in game.
I'm aware. I figured you would be.
I'm currently
Some
waiting at
quests.
Blackbrush Station should Mox want to be directed to where the fate will spawn.
I'm over in, I think, the right place. Not like the right spot specifically. I'm just dealing with a fate out here.
A strange face you make, Ilya. Burning with questions you are, yes? Make myself clear, I did not, eh? Only natural your suspicion is. Many Exor would simply kill Featherless One and leave corpse for vultures. But think like bird-brain Nephil zealots, clever Zessel and his crew do not. Endlessly wasteful, this war with forest people is. Waste of time, waste of resources. Ectol 9 is a group of thinkers, of crafters. This place, Ectol, is a place for building dreams. To fly higher than any other Ectol 9, than any other is Ectol 9's dream. But not before we before we can fly, make wings we must. Good at making things you are, yes? No leather worker when what C1. Cecil does. Way of moving, way of looking. Car. Clothing has Cecil confused at first though. Creating much better than destroying, yes? Both Exel and Featherless One agree on that they can. Have Ilya create something for Ectol 9, Cecil would.
Let's see here.
Build many things we can, but not everything is possible in remote camp like this. You know a place called Full Gourd Float, yes? Fine crafted facility they have, perfect for making airship hull interior components. Leather-backed plywood is components Cecil needs, make for strong and durable hull it will. Placed over for raw materials with Kikrin merchant in Full Gourd Full. Cecil has. Ilya needs only speak to Junkmonger. Spend own coin you need not. Squawk, a surprise for you, Cecil has. Protect and support hands when crafting tricky airship components. These gloves will. Even clever leather workers need help from time to time, eh? Come back soon, Featherless One. Okay, that's fine. Do you want to send me an invite as well?
No,
Why not?
because I don't like you.
Oh, shut up. Send me an invite.
I see we're not the only one here waiting.
Nope.
Oh, which part of Fanalan is it?
Go to Blackbrush Station. You want to go slightly northeast.
Yep. I want a reason to use my lancing. I want to poke things with a stick.
I've got a sword.
I have got whatever weapon I feel like. But I will probably...
Northeast? No, you're in the southwest.
Oh yeah. Sorry, my brain.
Your brain is backwards.
Your brain is made of bad meat.
No, that's Silapse.
See, you guys are acting, you know, as though I actually have a brain.
You know, this could be a good opportunity.
Oh dear.
Oh, I clicked the wrong emote.
Do you want to be in the middle, Shin, and you get the screenshot?
Do I have to?
Yes. Is it It's the Mandible Dance, yes?
Yes.
Slightly out of sync.
It's
That's how we
in sync
do.
with mine.
Well,
I
as
mean,
the
which
one
is-
taking the screenshot, it only matters that we're in sync on mine, and you're way out, Ronzi.
I am aware I'm way out.
When we do the sort of side-to-side hand, yeah, the
When you start it, I should hit enter, or...
yeah.
Okay.
Now, too slow. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Now. Ah, just a little bit sooner. Three, 2, 1. Now. Ah. No.
On my screen, I got it. But if I'm out on
I-
your screen,
Yeah.
it's an issue.
Now. No. I'm going to have to say now a little sooner. Now. Close enough.
Yeah, like, on my screen, the timing is perfect. But that's not good.
Alright. I've got screenshots. But we may as well just stay like this just to intimidate anybody else showing up for the fate.
We'll show them.
Yeah, they're
I
probably
changed
wondering what on
my
earth is going
adventure
on.
plate, by the way.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Now seems like the perfect time to go to Twitter.
I have ordered a new headset, and it should arrive tomorrow. Because I found one I had many years ago that I'm currently using, but the sound quality on it basically sounds like you guys are talking at me from 20 foot away under a lot of water and blankets.
Right.
But what if that's exactly how I'm talking to you right now?
Then the sound quality is better than I remember.
How do I get freaking hotbars to show again?
Transparency.
No, that's not it.
Okay, which hotbar are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get hotbar 8 to show them. Or any hotbar, doesn't really matter.
Select 8.
I have.
Click on the cog next to hotbar 8, where it says hotbar 8. Click on the cog.
Yeah, I did. I did.
All right, your stream's slow.
I know.
Where it says hotbar 8 and it's got a tick box,
That's what I was after. Yeah. I really need to sort this out and do something better with the UI.
Yeah, it can take a little while to fiddle around and get something you're comfortable with, but
Yeah. Release the blue mages.
I
Hey,
have
Kuro.
unlocked the class. I have not done shit with the class.
I was very tempted to pick up the class earlier, but I'm like, no, I should do that on True. So.
we doing Crystal Tower after this then?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can do that. It's fun. Oh, I'm sure it is.
Get
Anyone
me one
else
step
in-
closer to being a dark knight.
Indeed. Anyone else in stream, if you want to join for Crystal Tower as well, you're more than welcome to. I think most of the people that I think would be joining already should have the ability to join the voice channel we're in. Painful but fun. Sounds like a lot of things.
No. To blue mage is to suffer.
That's mostly true. Oh yeah, I could do the thing that I was doing where I've been playing Final Fantasy 1 while we had the downtime. I forgot I was doing that.
But has your red mage, like, hastily scribbled haste into his character sheet?
Not yet. Mainly because I am not terribly far. I also don't remember where I get certain spells. Mind
Oh.
you, like, I've played a fair bit of Final Fantasy 1, but I've only, like, beaten the game, like, twice, ever.
How about, your ability to make a cold fission generator?
I do
fission.
that on the weekend.
No fishing.
I didn't say fishing, I said fission.
Yes, and I said no fission.
No vision.
Fried chicken?
No. No, I don't want to play Metal Gear Acid today.
Why not? It's Metal Gear Acid.
I thought I liked the game, and then I loaded it up and went, holy shit, I don't like
It's-
this.
It's so bad going back to it now, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Oh god, you wanna know how not far I am in this? I'm standing in front of fucking Garland in the beginning.
That's a place.
I mean, let's see here. I've been grinding though. Everybody's like level 7. I should go get everybody up to level 10.
A mimosa? Oh no. Oh no. They'll summon a Vespartan if we're not careful. Then she'll start making a load for her and Grey. We'll just be inundated with Momoa mimosas.
Yep, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Over here! Level sync!
Oh yeah, that's true. Poke!
Get him!
I'm down here now. Can't get me from down here. You're up there.
But where's the caveman?
One attack.
You only got one attack.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You okay? You okay there, sir? Oh, you got friends?
PSP is being played at the same time I'm doing this. So I'm trying to fight it, and I'm in the bestiary at the same fucking time. It's just making terrible noises at me. Alright. So we're going somewhere else too, right? Or
Nope.
no?
There you go.
Dead. Now I deliver this back to the man in
And get your
Bulldog.
reward. Your refreshing reward.
No! Teleport, damn it. This is tricky. I have to somehow not instigate combat on the PSP while navigating the streets of Bulldog. Cutscene. What? No! God damn it! It's always Puff Puff! It's always Puff Puff!
Don't think he wants Puff Puff.
Gulp. Where are they? Where are the fucking slimes? Ah! Alright, I've done it.
Now,
you enjoy
go
your Puff
speak to
Puff?
the peddler.
Now what?
Go speak to the peddler and make sure
Yep.
you buy the slime hat.
You ran past them.
You ran past them, Mux.
I did. Oh, is it really just this guy? Oh, it is this guy. Hello. Slime crowned purchased.
Now put it on and move about.
Oh. Oops, wrong one. Oh, he jiggled.
It jiggles.
He
Oh, he jiggly. He's a jiggly boy. I should take a screenshot of this and send it to Shy Guy, because Shy Guy is a big fan of the Dragon Quest slimes. Alrighty.
I'm not sure if you guys are going to get all 3 wings.
Wings?
Yeah, there's 3 separate raids. And you've only unlocked the first. But you've got run around, talk missions.
Run around talk missions for what?
Crystal Tower. So
I'm ready to start the Crystal Tower.
You're ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Ronzi?
Yes.
Then I shall cue us. For the Labyrinth of Ancients.
I'm just gonna fight with these for the moment. Oh, I'll leave Labyrinth of Ancients up.
Yeah, Labyrinth of Ancients is exactly what I need to do. How big of a party is this? Holy shit!
24.
24.
It's ridiculous.
Average wait time less than 5 minutes? Yeah, that I don't believe.
I don't believe that shit.
You say you're playing Final Fantasy 1, Mox?
Yes.
Does my minion look familiar?
Ah, yes. The Warrior of Light, but it's the city of Warrior of Light specifically. So I think he did have that helmet in the old art.
Yeah, in the Amino.
Yeah. But he got the face. Because I have
This thing has been shipped.
this one.
That one's been shipped.
Classics.
Okay. I see your minion of light, and I raise you.
Part of me wants to say that that's Vivi, but I can't be certain. Oh, that hat tilt, that's Vivi.
And now,
Iggy wins.
for Ronzi's trauma.
Oh, you frickin'. No, he's got a white palm. It's fine. It's not the butt plug of annoyance.
Oh, I'm actually a lot further along than I thought I was. I'm stupid.
Oh.
I'm at the Elven City. Because I wasn't saving via the game system. Oh shit, I'm poisoned. No, I'm not poisoned. Chalk's poisoned. Chalk, how long have you been poisoned, buddy?
A long time.
Keronzi, why are you not healing people?
Because you haven't told me to?
That's no excuse. I'm not responsible for this party.
Do you think I am?
You're the white mage.
Is it a party of white mages? If not, we have no hope.
No. I'm a warrior, Chaka's a monk, you're a white mage, and I think Shin is a black mage, yes.
Should make things go boom.
Shin will make things go boom, yes. I was gonna make Shin a red mage, and then I realized I wanted a black mage instead.
That does kind of sound like me. Making things go boom.
Famib.
And while normally I would try to make myself like either the black mage or the red mage, I have a history with FF1 where I have to play the warrior now.
That's fair.
Goddamn Ribbon Knight. Speaking of Ribbon Knight, Gray, if you're still in chat, I have actually been trying to find old Ribbon Knight art, and I actually can't find any. Because most of it was on my friend's old Discord, and they don't have that Discord anymore. That Discord is gone.
Oh no.
Holy shit, everyone's dead. What the fuck happened?
Well, everyone died. That's what happened.
Keronzi, why aren't you rezzing everybody?
Because I'm dead.
There's no excuse.
I think it's a perfect excuse.
No. To the church, resurrect the deads. Oh, they're playing Bread and Fred. Lotus and Kuma. I don't even know how far they're gonna get.
What are they playing?
Bread and Fred?
Not heard of that.
So it is a co-op game where you're playing as two penguins attached to each other by a rope. It's a very small rope. And you have to
Right.
do all this platforming and shit like that by using basically rope physics and shit like that.
Oh.
It's fairly difficult if you are not in sync with your partner.
Oh, wow, okay. That instantly sprang.
Come on.
There was only 4 of us in the queues for a while there, and suddenly, what, we've got a thing?
Yep.
That's not good, because we've already lost someone. So that should be 16 DPS, not 15.
No,
Is it?
that's correct. Do the maths. It makes 24.
I thought it said 16 in the timer.
Nope.
IR math good.
I better put my dance on.
I didn't know.
Holy shit, that is a lot.
Oh wow, that's a lot of people.
That's fucking crazy.
We'll be in the same group, right?
Sure.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, we're all in the same
Alright.
party because we're pre-formed.
Oh wow, this looks awesome.
Rightio.
This People will be trying to go through this as quickly as they can. So just be aware.
I have no fucking idea what we're doing, so I'm just gonna follow the pack.
That
Yeah,
is
just-
exactly how you handle a 24-man raid.
I was gonna say, just follow Shin.
Follow the group. When it comes to the mechanics, follow the group.
I thought that person up at the front was naked, but no, they got clothes on.
I mean, there might be people that are naked because there is the Emperor's New Clothes set.
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm already almost dead.
Try and remember how to tank a 24-man raid.
I'm just gonna attack things.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
This is such a clusterfuck.
Yep. Oh no, I've got heavy.
No.
Yeah, I'm heavy. I think I wasn't standing in the right place. You know what? No, not that. No, wasn't that one. It was this one anyway.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Slay the demons. Oh, you get back here, you first guy. Okay. I feel like I need sunglasses to be walking around here.
Oh, wait till you meet the Red Mage Limit Break 3 then.
Oh god.
The whole community basically knows that as a flashbang.
They flash him? Whereabouts have they fucking taken this?
To the back.
Is there a thing called Platina just running around here? Yes, there are.
Yeah, try not to let the skeletons get to the dragon.
Trying.
Because dragon be resin.
Oh, shit.
Okay, dragon's dead. No. Fuckers. Damn it. Dragon's back.
Yep.
And we have to do this basically until we prevent the skeletons from resurrecting the dragon, I'm guessing.
No, I think can't remember whether it's 3 or 4 times, but there is basically a limit.
That's good. Ah, hysteria.
There's 3.
I can't move.
We're C, by the way.
Or
Are
C?
we going?
I don't know what that means. I can't control my character.
So you get 3 coffers
Huh.
at the end of each little boss section.
Because we're Group C, we get Chest C.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And everyone's gotten that away, so.
Yep. I think this is the mechanic where we are splitting into groups.
Man, are you so
Oh.
excited to go and die together as a friend group together?
Hell yeah.
Group C?
Hell yeah.
C stands for dead, right?
Sure.
Yes, it is. Okay, so you need to go to the right.
The right.
Yeah, there's 3 paths at the end.
I see.
Because we are C, we go into... here.
Okay.
Right, most of you stay back on the purple thingy.
Most of
Yeah,
Assume the casters.
well,
I've got over here.
Should have. I think that was close enough.
No, there's another thing.
oh yeah, no, this will just spawn stuff continuously.
That's why I've got this.
I'm doing what I can to keep you guys.
Yep, no,
Somewhat
that's
help.
fine.
We got it.
Yeah. And the first alliance done. We're not the shit ones.
Sick.
Can we move up now?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
I'm guessing we're gonna coalesce
Okay.
into the center lane here.
And it looks like they want us to go back onto the platform for some reason.
Okay.
I thought this was done.
It is done.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, sir.
Okay, you can only attack the main boss if you are effectively stealthed. Yeah. So
Got it.
everybody else has just got to try and stop things from attacking the magic pots.
So my job is to fight the ads.
At this point, yeah, we may get to a point where we get oh yeah, these Sandman ghosty things.
Yeah.
Right. No, next team is getting stealth. So
So we gotta attack the Nemesis?
yep. No,
Done.
Or not?
It's what it is. That used to be much harder, but mechanics are well known now.
Yes,
It
totally
goes
well
down
known.
quickly.
I totally understand.
Oh yeah, yeah. We know exactly what we're doing. We're masters of this.
You are pretty much guaranteed to end up in a 24-man alliance where the majority of people are
Already know what they're doing.
on their 5 millionth run of this.
Yeah.
Wow, my 5 millionth run, and I haven't even done it first.
So far, all of the loot drops have all been like war-based.
Cutscene.
Sweet cutscenes.
No,
let's
not
go.
a cutscene. Transition.
Whoosh.
Okay, what in the goddamn are we looking at here?
A lot of fire. Place be glowing.
Yep.
So
We
what's the
again
play?
go to the right.
Okay. Wish these people would stop standing in the lava.
Oh, he is looking towards me.
Yeah, kill the ads as and when they come up.
The bombs?
Yeah.
Got it.
Next fight, I believe, is against a behemoth,
Hell yeah.
and the floor is going to get electrified. There'll be ads, there'll be comets drop down on people. You got
Back,
to try
just
and keep.
just like my days back in Monster Hunter.
Yep. You've got to try and.
What in the fuck is that? Very angry napalm. Got him.
Yep, so when the comets drop down, the behemoth will go over to one location to do a roar, and you kind of have to place the comet between you.
Yeah, you and
the
him.
behemoth.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's the exact same mechanics as Monster Hunter World.
I believe the behemoth in that was based upon this encounter.
Yes.
Here we go.
So there's a raid-wide constant damage.
Alright, meteors are dropping in, I think. I assume that that's what that green marker is.
I got to try and keep the iron giants away from them.
Iron Giants?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I knew I was gonna die there.
Oh, I'm dead.
I'm dead as well. I don't even know what happened to me.
We got hit by meteors.
I was standing
Hello.
by one. I was...
I'm dead again.
Okay, both of our healers are dead. Alright, you may as
But
well,
we did it?
may as well do the starting point and use the teleport that will be there.
But yeah, once I've watched the cutscene.
Oh great, and nobody's waiting.
Nice.
That makes sense.
I did say people will be rushing.
They're gonna rush, There's nothing we can really do. Oh, hello!
Okay. You'll have a teleportation to move immediately to the sealed area.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm already in the fight.
Right.
I have no goddamn idea what is happening.
Just hit things.
Got it.
Yeah. Hit the boss. There's a platform marked with the raid marker C.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody starts running away towards that. Do the same.
I'd
Got it.
already started moving when you
Okay.
said that.
I only saw everybody moving at the last second.
Alright,
I
I'm
wasn't
gonna get
quite able
Shin
to
back.
get over.
How can I die when I'm outside of the goddamn...
I live.
Oh, I do so many this goddamn stupid level.
Shin, you're alive, mate.
I think I managed to actually weave between that.
Alright, Alliance chat is chewing out the people who started it. Without waiting.
Without waiting for the team.
Run away, run away.
Damn it! Couldn't get there in time.
And it wiped us all.
Party wipe.
Raid wipe.
Yep.
Someone accidentally triggered it? No, I don't think it was an accident.
No, there's a dancer who's been running around the sides trying to get to people. Trying to get in front, trying to get around. He's been doing it on every encounter.
Yeah, which is why I don't think it's an accident if he's constantly doing that.
Well, here we go.
He doesn't do the bacon thing anymore. Right,
Well, that's the move.
get out, get out, get out.
Aha! I made it. Didn't die this time. Oh, I see. We're doing
Mox, I
stuff
don't.
now.
Yeah, I don't think you're meant to be running in there, Mox.
I thought this was how it goes. I was wrong.
Yeah, just a little bit early there, sir. Oh god. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get grabbed by a hand.
They already did. I should be safe here.
Are you? Oh, move, move.
Yeah, action fire, action fire.
Now we go in.
Oh, and it was me who got grabbed by the iron claws.
You got grabbed by the ghoulies.
Oh,
Nailed it.
did you call that a labyrinth?
There was absolutely not enough David Bowie.
Keep telling you my name's not David Bowie. Just sing the song.
I got a thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
As you're the only one here, I will give you the commendation. Cutscene.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get kicked into cutscenes.
Woohoo! Ho there, Ilya. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned in this heroic expedition. The scale of this structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. Someone's overcompensating for sure. According to the findings of my Baldician colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expressions, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Pathlion, not Archeron, Pathlion. He was a hero of the Allegian Revolution. And you gleaned that from what, exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegian Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegians' extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. Okay, what's this? Well, well, there it is. The foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through the maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to the St. Conch's Find for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubts, our expedition has some way to go yet. I will say, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
That was.
Is this the entrance to the next one, or... No, that's just the normal entrance, actually.
So now you gotta run around and get ready for Syracuse Tower.
Alright. I'm still lamenting the fact that we had to destroy those priceless ancient artifacts. We should have put them in a museum.
What, the ones actively trying to kill you?
Yes.
Yes, put them in a public location. That is the safest place for them to.
Exactly.
Right, when I
I
take
mean,
over the world, Ronzi, remind me not to make you Minister for Public Safety.
That's right. Make it for me. I'm going to be sure to abuse my position.
I mean, it's not like I'm like one of the safety officers in the office. You know, it's perfectly fine.
On my campaign trail, I promise to lie, cheat, and steal my way to success and kill anybody who stands in my way.
All right, Hokage. Zap Brannigan Hokage. So good of you to join us, Ilya. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you are ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. The Fellowship of Noah. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rambros will be presiding over the meeting if you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, Ilya. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem to be none more worse for the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Girahar's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses, or proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Ilya's accounts, the labyrinth defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, her report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Algian technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by chaotic shifting of Earth, it has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the Tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they will work. The answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done, yet the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure. Don't forget us. It's like you said, Chief. We founded the Ironworks to make sure the technology was used for the right reasons, and that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end.
Can we please forget about them?
Maybe. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you. For the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. Spire! What the? You'll do nothing of the sort, Gahara. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. Frickin' pulls a face. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. And pray do not mistake my intent, Ilya. I'm well aware that I shall never be a match for one of your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we will not. We have not yet caught more than. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which has which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allegian Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the tasks at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Oh, who are you? Oh! It's you! Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, this is the legacy of the Allegian Empire left behind. If my readings are correct, the energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the ultimate weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. Oh, jeez. That's Nero!
Who? Told you, that's Billy Idol.
I knew it! Nero! I believe the fates have conspired to deny me my just reward once again. But it would seem they had greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. And do not disappoint me. Nero, you cheeky son of a bitch! Remboros is frustrating over Noah's lack of progress on the Crystal Tower. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower? Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say that there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We have not been able to set so much as a single foot inside. You recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially? In a like manner, the entryway to the principal spire, Psychus Tower, the Elegians called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, that I fear your talents shan't avail us. It will require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set my people scouring such ancient texts as we might have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. And you are? Be at ease, friends. We share the self-same goal. I am Une. My colleague here is called Doga. We are scholars of the Allergian civilization, sent by the students of Baldessian to assist you in your endeavor. As I say, this is the first time I'm meeting them. Unoe and Donga. Rather unusual names for this day and age. If I might be as forgiving for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. I'm sure you'll not take it amiss if it seems somewhat doubtful. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Garaha? This is nothing. There was a pain, but it subsided. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Algian eye as well? This sanguine hue is said to be the trait unique to all to the Algians. Yet I inherited it from my father, as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life, I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there is aught you know, I would implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the traits are bound by fate to Alag. And your eye has placed you upon the path you walk. So too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, is the truth. It seems to me we have naught to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If it is your wish, then so be it. Yet know that I still mean to verify your story with the students of Baldessian, when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well, as of this moment, I name Uene and Doga advisory members of Noah. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Cypress Tower's entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Ilya, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. The 2 of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Ilya. With Uene and Donga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I'm hopeful that we will finally see progress. I need to get me a drink. So, YouTube, I'm going to pause you very quickly. I'll be back in just a moment. Well, shit, YouTube, you just missed an entire thing and I've ended up over here now. I completely forgot to unpause. At least it's only been like 2 minutes.
2 minutes of content that you can find live on Twitch.
Yeah, 2 minutes of content because I know everyone's watching these videos. These YouTube videos are the next hit thing since sliced bread.
Damn straight. Since bleaching your asshole.
And you won't get that context unless you come over to twitch.tv/Keronzi.
Where maybe you'll get a free offer to have your arsehole bleached.
It is a chance. You'll find out if you tune in, like, and subscribe.
Oh dear me.
Hit that bell icon.
Hit that bell icon before someone else hits your bell.
Leave a comment down below. Oh dear me. Well, if it isn't Ilya, eager to enter Psychus Tower and kill everything in sight? No doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather no going, for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you'll follow me, I'll take you to him.
One could say, rather than tighter than a clam, that it's tighter than a duck's arse.
That's kind of where I was going. Some of the language in this game, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I know. The translation team had an absolute blast with this. Some of the stuff they came up with.
Indeed. Ah, some old faces to lift spirits, and a couple of new ones beside. Allow me to introduce Duane and Dogger. They are scholars of ancient Alag, sent here by our friends of the Baldician, Baldician, to aid in the investigation. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It is our hope that we can be of some small assistance. If your attire is aught to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Cycron Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. Krishnabon? The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door. The imposing gate you see here. The problem is, we can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon, and nothing so much as put a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ash like the 8 sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effective a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman, resplendent Alagian royalty by my judge. Precisely whose these individuals were, we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it's purely decorative.
The names of Fred and Jenny.
If you're thinking to try and force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the callus on my hands.
Someone teach Sid how locks work.
True. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed. Why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? Magic hands. There's convenient timing that they just so happened to appear as we needed them to open the door.
Isn't that wacky? Isn't that wild?
I didn't think any of us expected that to happen. 7 hells. What is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering light. A symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its
Surrender now,
virtues...
prepare to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
Its virtues guarded by gates impenetrable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through the legend, I am delighted to see. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Well, yeah, there was no corpse, Sid. Of course he's still alive.
That's how it works. Unless you see a dead body, they're gonna come back.
Indeed. Garland, Garland. If I didn't know any better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. But I jest.
I'm not.
In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is, for all intents and purposes, defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemeld. And so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular interrent. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you.
Okay.
After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, it is only my just deserts, but I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these 2 odd characters. As you are doubtless already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of the ancient Aleg's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gates. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these 2 are descendants from Allegian royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are only imitations of royalty. Living keys born of Allegian ingenuity. Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so?
Begun, the Clone Wars has.
'Twould seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. 'Twas not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what May would consider deranged claims. If it pleases you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much and more to tell. Very well. Yeah, but Nero's not going to follow. He's just going to walk right in. The door's open for him now.
Yeah, but why do your own fighting?
True. Seven Hells, do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland. You know me better than to think I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps?
Maybe a white wedding.
An
It's a nice
Allegian
day for it.
Start again.
An Allegian tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. I don't trust that man.
It's probably for the best you don't.
If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader, Ramborus, may wish to be present. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldersian. No, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through Algean technology. This is rather a lot to take in. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours were created? And more specifically, what it is you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Algean history. Pray bear with us. The Algean Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as a symbol of Algean pride. Parents took their children there, that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Algean civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore a leg to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Zandi. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the product of that experiment. Copies of Uene and Doga. Historical text mentions that the reign of two Algean emperors named Zandi. It was commonly believed that the second one was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that there were the two were in fact one and the same. Aye. Zandi returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more, and true to Amon's prediction, the Emperor restored the realm to its glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Algian dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'll get through this conversation and then I'll do some musings.
Musings over
Indeed.
the information you're being informed about.
Yeah. Realizing that he needed more power to wage this war of conquests, Zandi turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Oh. Darkness? Again? Seven hells. What is it with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power?
Hey man, if you build for it, it's really powerful.
True. Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. He's locked in the tower. Alas, Emperor Zandi is very much alive. Within Psychus Tower, he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Alright, this actually looks really pretty inside the tower. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy. Energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamond was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Allegian Empire was laid to waste. Yet, even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Xanadi's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were able to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. Which was probably hastened by Dalamond crashing into the planet. Earth came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalamond was summoned back to the Earth. Its descent triggered the Seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Zandi awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambitions realized. It is for no other purpose but to put an end to Zandi's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on their mission should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action, concluding that we alone could not overcome Zandi. We struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, Ilia Starage, we are confident that we can end Zandi's dark ambition once and for all. Well, That'll teach me for speaking so too soon. Saying my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Baldician, among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So, what will we do, Ilya? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens that you're an expert at saving it. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Algians Emperor's dark past laid to rest. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Algian civilization. But what's worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril. Truth be told, it pains me to think that the Tower's secrets may become lost to us. But the greater good must come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Unane and Doga, living, breathing elegans. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objectives. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts to sealing off Cyprus Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Ilya, as you did for us within the Labyrinth of the Ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Sandy himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Psychus Tower from the outside world. To work, then. Alright, but what is Nero going to do? No, he's going with them. Oh, nope. Sid's called him back. It's still got problems. Wait. There is something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. No, the clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The Allegian Eye, you called it. But to us, it is the Royal Eye. Owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eyes runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it's a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. It is not by my hand I yet live.
Castlevania.
So yeah, my thoughts then, because obviously they're saying that Amon frickin' essentially cloned him, or resurrected him. And like the cloning thing. Was he actually resurrected, or is he a clone? Like, and with his memories after the point of his death, or what? There's so many questions. They don't really establish what kind of method was used for bringing him back, just that he is now back alive. Anyway. Now let's continue on, get to the next point.
Shall we do the next thing?
I haven't unlocked it yet.
Yes.
I need to
Because
speak to...
Oh.
We are getting late into the evening, which
True.
makes it harder for us to get a group.
My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Psychus Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zandy himself included. This will afford us a chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Right, now it's unlocked. Just gotta get out the cutscene.
Now we do
Alright.
the thing.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna queue us. And whilst
Sure,
we're
sure.
waiting, you can get your corkboard out and your
Ah,
string.
freaking pins everywhere. That might be something that I should invest in. It's just a corkboard that I can then wheel into the camera view when there's suddenly conspiracies and everything.
Speaking of conspiracy things, because something has come up on Wednesday, do you want to continue Shipwrecked on Tuesday?
Yep. I was wondering when we'd go to finish that.
Because,
So.
oh man, we just got to apparently where the actual game.
Yeah. I've got my notes are still sitting here, waiting.
It's good. It's good.
I need to also check and see what's happening next Sunday.
Yeah, if it's a race day or not.
It's not a race day, but it is Father's Day. So there's a
Yeah,
very
that would
good
make
chance
things a little
Trinky will
It's not
probably be
like-
doing something.
It's not like Trinky really loves their dad or anything. It's not like they love hanging out with their father.
It's not like Papa Trinky is like more beloved on their stream than Trinky is. The amount of fame that man has on her stream is
I don't even know if he knows it.
I think he does, because he deliberately comes in to make comments. I think he is very much aware. I'm fairly certain that pumpkin clip is like Trinky's most watched clip, isn't it?
No, Scilap's thing is.
Oh,
I
it's
think
the
it's
Scilap's
the I'm Trinky, the I'm Trinky thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. If we get this done in good time, should we do the next part of the relic things? We got to fight the Chimera, right?
I
Yeah.
don't think we're gonna have time for that.
I said if we get this done in good time.
Poof.
Oh no. Where did you go?
By the way,
Oh.
Mods, you do know that this is only the first step of many for the relic?
Yes, I am aware. There's many other things to do.
You could unsync the Chimera to make it faster.
Yep, I've made that offer.
Yeah, and as I said to Shin, I believe Mox is of the same mind here, but we would like to experience. If push comes to shove, we'll do it, but we would prefer to try and experience things in as close to the state as it originally was. Otherwise, all of the dungeons we do would be unsynced, I think.
I'm indifferent.
Fair enough, you're indifferent. Then it's my fault that we're doing things synced.
I just want to become a Dark Knight.
That is true, you do want to be
And then
Dark
eventually a Viper. And Hokage. I'm a very ambitious man.
I'm just resurrecting lost and forbidden magics.
You know, you can just say you play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's okay.
I mean, that is true. And I am getting cards. I am going to be the king of games. With my hair spiked and my pants real tight.
And your leather clothes.
And my leather pants. Come, Bakura. We must steal his leather pants.
But where are you going to get the Egyptian rage?
And the Brooklyn Rage. I don't know, I'll have to
No,
speak to
Egyptian
some-
rage. That's a thing now.
Yeah, why can you say it and I can't? Because I'm Egyptian. Because I said Egyptian. Wow, wow, baby pharaoh, no like blonde man. And somebody fetch me a nipple.
There's the joke.
My voice gives me super strength.
I work with someone named Tristan, and the only reason I actually remember his name is because of Tristan Taylor.
Tristan. Huh? What did you do?
I didn't do shit. Someone dropped out.
Well, we found someone.
Welcome to Duty Finder.
No, not again.
Hey, Tristan, why you got a motorcycle? Because in the future, everyone will be playing card games on motorcycles.
We're in.
Woohoo!
We're gonna play the game.
We're playing the game! Let's go!
We're finally playing the game. Yeah!
I like the music.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Indeed. Oh, I may wish to avail of your services as an alchemist, sir.
Uh-huh.
I have some musical scores that needs to be resurrected.
Oh, making. What group are we?
B.
The
Just a reminder to anyone in stream, if you have the game and in a position to do so, we were planning on trying to do coils on Mondays. If we get people for tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. So if you are interested,
Clusterfuck time. Of all the people I locked onto, it happened to be the fucking shinobi. I can't believe this.
there's a threat to your Hokage rule.
He's no threat, he's already dead. Omaiwa mo Shindeu. I don't know what it means, but people keep dying after I say it.
Someone had to be different. Going up the other set of stairs.
What a nerd.
Nerd.
Going up different set of stairs, playing Final Fantasy, can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
That guy's wearing my same clothes. He actually looks shockingly similar to me. It's freaking me out.
I think
Yeah.
I'm the only tank with my stance on.
I totally
that-
understand what the fuck is happening.
Does that mean you've got aggro?
Yes. Please keep me alive.
Alright. Yep, working on it.
Because I don't think I've ever run this as a tank. And definitely not as a main tank.
Do we need to destroy these staves?
No. I think you have to run things to them.
Well, them moving. I'm just healing. Why aren't you getting healed? Who's bad?
Probably because of the staves. Oh, I've been frozen.
Alright, let me... Yup, ship.
Okay, you need to let it go, Mops.
Let go. I can't heal that freeze, I think. I'm just gonna try and keep you alive, mate.
I've been freed.
Oh, I'm running out of mana.
Yeah, I think people have to run the fire towards the frozen people.
There. Alright, coffers.
Stealing a man's boots.
I'm gonna try. Oh, there's a thing in my way. God damn it.
That was you! I saw rubbing their face against the wall.
Yes! I was looking at the loots, okay?
Keronzi.
Yes? Hey, where's my minion?
He's dead now.
She is! Oh, that's a dag run.
Ah!
I thought the fight was over.
I got bashed away.
Oh my god, okay. I actually have to keep an eye on you, I think, Shim.
Yes, please.
I think you probably are the only tank with tank stance on.
Yeah.
Well, there's still
Right.
things going on.
Yeah. Oh, there's clothes of Dogger. Now there's Uene's clothes.
There are people running around in the back like, well, why are we going forward?
But yeah, they're trying to get the head start, you know?
Because it matters so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the only tank with their stance on is at the back.
Boing.
Whoosh. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. We're gonna get bounced all around this fucking arena, aren't we? Alright, I'm just gonna target you, Shin. Make sure
Yeah,
you don't
please.
die. It's a good job you know what you're doing.
yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Hey, you've run this before!
Not a tank.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
Apparently so.
Oop. That's not standing the glowing black darkness pulls.
I'm
Marks.
sorry, I stood in the darkness but died.
I noticed. I'm getting you back.
I live!
And you stand on me.
Probably time to kill these things over here, isn't it? My defenses could be breached. Copper B. None of this is for me. God, how come all of a sudden the loot has nothing to do with me?
when we get to the final one, it probably will.
Oh, it's cool. I wish I was in the play.
You are in this fight. What are you talking about? I'm standing in.
What are you talking about? I'm not in here. It's my shadow clone.
Oh, ow, that hurt. Jad, Dagron! Ow!
Dragon.
Yeah, there was no telegraph.
I mean, if you were watching him, you could see that he was gonna breathe fire.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I was looking directly at him when he breathed said fire.
Wow. You saw the fire coming. Why'd you get out of the way?
Fuck you. Oh my god, wow, you are taking a lot of damage there, Shin.
Well, yeah, I'm the only person who's actually tanking.
Don't worry, soon I shall be a tank.
And
By
I'll be
soon I
another
mean
healer.
next month.
2030.
Ammon. Oh, by the time you've digested everything.
Uh-oh.
So, with this, add sneak killing.
Check.
Okay.
And there's going to come a point where...
Oh, I took a lot of damage.
Yeah, what should happen is one of the other tanks should go off and grab those guys.
I can't target things. Uh-oh.
Oh, I've been frozen. Well,
Right, well that's good, because we're going to have to hide behind you.
oh, I've been unfrozen.
Okay, we're going to have to
We
hide
got
behind
crowds.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get healing going again. Trying to limit the damage being done.
Yeah,
I'm dead.
that'll do it, Mox. That standing, not hidden, will
Get your ass up.
make you kind of
I
dead.
didn't know I needed to be hidden.
That was-
You got your res, yeah?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Cool.
Treasure. None of it's for me.
Cutscene.
Alright. So, final boss, which somebody's already started.
You find banned immortals, but to no avail. He reminds me of Asuna. Absolute darkness awaits nigh. Soon it will be unleashed. Okay, sure.
I have arrived to be nuked immediately.
I'm probably going to experience the same thing. Nope.
Right,
Ugh.
so he's got some stuff. I'll try and call it out as and when I see
Alright.
it. Alright, okay, he's going to drop stuff around the edges that needs to be destroyed quickly.
Got it.
Okay.
then yeah, take out the middle. Alright. Stack up. Right, get on one of these platforms so you're off the ground.
Okay.
That's pretty much it for his interesting mechanics.
Managed to avoid the laser beam.
Yep. Right, back to killing stuff at the edges.
Got it. Ooh, we done.
Pop back in, and I think we're going to have the floating platforms again. Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, there we go. Life is a circus.
There's a loincloth? Ew.
Hell yeah.
Get that loincloth.
You two can fight for the minion.
I don't want to fight for them.
What are you doing for the musical scores, Mox?
I didn't need.
We'll see what happens. More cutscenes. Alright, now we get to see what Nero's been up to. Ilya! You did it. You defeated Emperor Xandi. Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefeatable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Ilya Starage. With Emperor Xandi now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. I don't know. Nero's in his battle armor. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surroundings. Can a man be faulted for executing due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do.
Where's his gun hammer?
His eyes look weird. There are two ways that we may seal off Psychus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Dogger and I needs to attend to a task. Nero's about to be very unhappy because they're going to close that. Or try to, anyway. That distortion. What is it? It's what Nero's after. The power that Xanadu sought to obtain comes from the void. The world of darkness, our people call it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on Aether, just as you may already know, but no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Xanadu entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which Voidsent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, a being of the Emperor's lineage, Uene and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Xanadu sealed his dark pact. By ours, it shall be undone. It is time.
Wow.
Yes, Doga. Finally, we may fulfill our purpose. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the ultimate weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The Covenant is everlasting. Oh, hello, what the... Oh, and the echo happens. And so, Mericida is brought into the fold. Soon, all the world shall be united under Alagian rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid. An endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Attack of the Clones! Yeah, you're not wrong, Kiro. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravaging claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he needs not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, and the gates may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. So he wasn't returned in a right mind.
Or maybe just death, you know, messes a person up a bit.
A little bit, yeah. Ilya, pull yourself together. Every time this happens, they're like, why are you sleeping on the fucking job? Get up! Like, bitch, I'm speaking to the past.
I'm sorry, I have a soul condition.
Yeah. Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Ugh. Not now, damn it. Hey, Sid actually has a weapon.
But you mean he wasn't always armed with his charming good looks?
He had his hammer. Oh, I'm surprised Nero's actually helping.
Out of self-interest.
True, but still. Nero, were they not part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless cones. Something controls them. A void sense, and no ordinary one at that. Doga! Oh no. Dude.
That just makes me think of a certain scene from the Konosuba movie.
Confound it, without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. Oh, alright, Nero. Nero! The Covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Oh great, so now we've got to save Nero.
Or you could just leave him in there.
True.
I mean, he wanted
Damn
the
it.
darkness. He gets the darkness. All of it.
Indeed.
All at once.
Indeed. Yep. In every little nook and cranny. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there is precious little we can do. Let us return and let us return to the find and consult Rambros. Not sure what's going to be happening to them, but I see what you were saying before, Shin, about Games of Thrones.
Yeah.
Don't get attached to a character. You never know what's going to happen to him.
Don't get attached to any character.
Don't get attached to your player character.
I mean,
We're probably good.
I wouldn't put it past the game. All this happening within the tower? God's preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate, of that I'm certain.
Uh-huh.
want to see the final stage of the current relic weapon?
Sure.
There exists a myriad kind of void sense. The more powerful the being, the
cool.
larger the gates must be for it to pass through. 'Twould seem that Zandi sought to open the gates of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entity into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void sense is capable of.
These are the only
How-
fancy weapons I have.
However dreadful it may be, we cannot abandon our friends. Is there any way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though Voidsend can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it. I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga Uene and Ueni. Une. We share the same eye. It is true. But that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill
Tragic.
their mission. A mission whose burden they have bore for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. As long as Xanady's Dark Covenant is binding, our world is in danger. It is our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Graha, ever since meeting Uene and Doga, you've not quite been yourself. Tell me the truth. Is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me the truth of our eyes rests with a lag. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try and save Ueni and Stoga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well. If only to make certain he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Uene are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts and literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient when dealing with the void. One cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go further, to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Ilya. Mark my words. The
Mox
world
killed
of
me.
darkness. Oh no, Mox! How could you?
Easy.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I vanished.
Rimorous has a furrowed brow, the look of one with ill tidings.
Right, just before you begin this, Ronzi, I'm going to run off, grab a drink, do some bits.
Sure. Sounds good.
Do we have the time?
We can at least set up and we can potentially do it tomorrow. Like I said, I think what we can do, we'll set up for this, and then possibly look at the Chimera, depending on if you have the time. I don't know when you have to leave.
Usually I get started getting ready for work in like 30 minutes. So.
Okay, we should have time to at least find the Chimera thing, even if that's the only thing we do. That'll probably be the last thing that I do if we even do that. Because yeah, it's like 10 to 11. Ah, Ilya, it is good you are come. I am come. I am come.
You gotta watch your words there, sir.
Apparently. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Ueni, Donga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Psychus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awakened Emperor Zandi. But you, Ilya, you ensured that he was laid to rest permanently. And yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void sent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Donga Uene labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through the rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Uene, Donga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Xanidy's orders and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Ueni and Donga, so too will the tower heed only those with royal blood of a lag. 'Tis a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexing, according to the Ilian tombstones Nero presented us. During the Golden Age of Alag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we have neither this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Xanidy's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the latter would suffice. But then, what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like to the one that destroyed a lag. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all of our news is so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Psychus power for our own purpose, create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturgis Guild well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garland working to create said portal, The final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself. Ilya, just the woman we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavours? Quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to the Psychist Tower took every ooze of ingenuity the Ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Ilya. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Here's what we do. Well, Sid suddenly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Whoop one, whoop, whoop, whoop one. Ilya, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Cypress Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom! But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you'd best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can open a gateway to another world. Is something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Xanade's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alag's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Alagian civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on the throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Xanade and his ambitions. There were those who tried. Xanade's War of Dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. These men and women became the beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this nearly hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alag's heart and for the kill, Xanade lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Xanadu desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalaman be emptied into Cyprus' tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Cyprus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. The fourth umbral calamity. I'd learned of its cause from Uene and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incites its Xanadu's to rashness, though. Your knowledge of the Allegian history is astounding. Grahara, why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap? 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. It's your eyeball. It's a-doing it. Yes? Ah, Biggs. Are you ready? Ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. We reckon this machine's up and running. She'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Argus. So just give us the word, and we'll start channeling energies into the tower. Good, then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. Let's see how we can jerry-rig this technological marvel to do our bidding.
I mean, a large amount of the Garlean technology is just ripped off of Alleg anyway.
Yeah.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Still dead.
Ah.
Nobody raised me.
Ah.
Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to to re-alive people. I only unalive them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was trying to get the thing moving forward. If I had stopped to res you, I would have been a few seconds behind.
Mox knocks them down, Bonzi picks them up.
In most
That
cases.
was the arrangement.
Ah. A rift to the world of
My
darkness, as Ueni called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the mead just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. And so will and as will the sons of Saint Koinarch. This rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Ilya. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden I must task you with. But there are none more able. And pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. And Nero won't be pleased to be rescued. He wants to stay with the darkness. This is our only gambit. But I have every faith you will succeed. It'll be no small feat to return you after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving.
So, I hate to do this big cutscene, but I think I'm going to head off for the evening to get ready for work.
No, that's fair. We can do... We'll be ready, and we can do this and other stuff tomorrow.
Roger.
Have a good day at work.
Will do, and you have a good night, yo.
Why, thank you. And bye-bye.
Later.
Might I have a moment of your time, Ilya? There is a matter of import we must needs to discuss. You leave. Ilya, I wish to speak with you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Allegian royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted, but what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those two clones have wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo in my mind. The self-same ones his father told him. The truth of our eyes rests with a lag. Mayhap, when I wish to remember these perhaps what I wish to remember and these words are related. Mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with mine own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. The world of darkness, now accessible. I see that you have tagged my Tomberry.
Yeah, Mox did.
Was I kicked from the party, or did y'all both just leave?
I disbanded because I was heading back to my server.
Fair enough. Checking your lottery tickets.
No. Sending my army out.
Your peoples. I hit 60 during all of that.
Not all bad then.
I got a new triple triad card. Hell yeah.
Stop it.
I spent hours earlier playing triple triad. Much to my annoyance. Alright, okay, that's all that's set. What should I do now? I should probably just end, to be honest, rather than trying to do anything.
Yep, I mean it is.
It is late, and we unfortunately have to work in the morning.
Yes.
So tomorrow we'll do the World of Darkness, probably the Chimera, and if there's enough people, maybe start on the coils, but who knows?
Now, I suggest we do the Chimera first.
Right.
Just because that will happen earlier, and yeah, there'll be more people.
Right.
Likely to be more people available for it.
Sure. Have a look at that later. Let's use this. Use this. Those need to be added in. I'll look at the gear that I've got at some point later. But for now, thank you, Shin, for taking us through that. I do appreciate it.
No problem.
No, the Mox is gone, but again, thank you to Mox for joining as well. Thank you, YouTube, for watching. And thank you to Twitch chat for being here too. But Twitch chat get their own thank yous in a little bit, but YouTube, you get yours first. Please do consider hitting any of the links down below, be it the Lore Objects Merge Door, my Throne link, the link to Mr. Mox's channel. You can go and watch some of his fantastic content. As you no doubt heard, we'll be continuing Shipwrecked 64, the cursed Nintendo 64 game, on Tuesday at this point. Or you could even click on my own link and stop by while I am live on the Twitch. Of course, you don't have to click on any of those links because you're the masters of your own destiny. Otherwise, you could consider hitting that subscribe button, maybe leaving a like in the comments. It helps the channel grow and also gets this video noticed by the dreaded algorithm. Of course, this is my first time playthrough, so again, if you're going to talk about any of the game's plots that I have not yet experienced, please tag it at the start with the word spoiler so I can then read at my discretion. But you will still get a comment all the same. But until next time, YouTube, may you stay safe in this broken masquerade.